Welcome to part 1 of my trip to Bali. This was my first time in Indonesia and I spent 3 weeks here with 5 of my friends. I started my trip on mainland Bali. We visited Canggu, Uluwatu, Seminyak and Ubud. We also went to the islands of Nusa Penida and Gili. I spent the first 10 days in Canggu, and although I didn't get much content due to being around new people in my hostel and spending most of the time drinking, I had loads of fun with my friend from home, Katie, and was full of excitement to kick off my 2.5 months travelling Asia. Hey guys, I've not vlogged a single thing from the time we've got back from the road trip, so yeah, I've not vlogged at all, but I'm on my way to the airport now to go to Bali, and we had a pedicure. So my flight is at 4:40 with Jetstar. We had a pedicure and we were there until like 2:30, so I was like, shit, we have to go back to his, get my bags and then drive to the airport. But anyway, I think we're gonna make it on time. I hope we're gonna make it on time. And yeah, James is dropping me off and I might not see him for 2 months now, but so I just thought I'd give a quick update to say I'm on my way to the airport to fly to Bali, and Katie's meeting me there. She's booked a taxi for me and she's gonna pick me up and take me to Canggu. So I set off on the 17th of September and the weather was pretty good for this time of year actually. We spent quite a few days on the beach like this, but the other half of Bali and my first week was spent like this, in bed suffering with a hangover. But there's still lots to show you of the rest of the trip, but I think the few clips I got of Canggu sum it up quite nicely. Oh, my friends arrived. Woo! I haven't vlogged anything yet at all. Our friend Vic actually lives in Canggu now. She has a job with Motel Rocks, so we spent some time hanging out with her. She was our local guide almost, and this was her riding her own personal scooter, while the rest of us were kind of adjusting by using Grabs and Gojeks. You go, gal.
Come along.
I'm so sorry I've not vlogged since being in Bali, but I've been in Canggu for a week. Just went to beach clubs and now I'm with the gang, the rest of the gang. Gang. We've got one more night in Canggu and then we're off to Nusa Penida, and then we've got the whole week. Gili for some more party. But yeah, come along this week and see what Bali's like. Hey guys, I am now in Nusa Penida. I know I jumped from filming for like one day in Canggu to now, but I just wanted to wait until we had our own space. So I was staying in a hostel in Canggu in Lushi. Lushi was a really good hostel, it was very sociable. I had a room on the 2nd floor at first, and then I got moved to the 1st floor, or the ground floor, when Jess, Jamie, Lydia and Hallie arrived. So the 1st floor was like definitely a better place to like be for a room. But Canggu was just like partying, so I'll do a little recap on Canggu, the ferry journey over to Nusa Penida, and then talk a little bit about the plans that we've got while here, because we're going to do a bit of exploring in Nusa Penida today. I'm going to try and get scooters, so that's going to be a bit of an experience because I've never driven a scooter myself. I have been using them, so in Canggu, you probably know like the way that you get around is by getting a Gojek or a Grab, or you can rent your own scooter, and it's like a faster way to get around because traffic can be really bad. So yeah, I rode those scooters a lot. So the first week I was there, and when I arrived on Sunday, Katie picked me up from the airport. I actually had a bit of a blip. I thought that I lost my bum bag, which had my camera that I'm filming on right now, and I was like, great, I can't vlog the whole time I'm here, and I was in a panic. But we drove back to the point where we got picked up from, and I got out of the car and I saw that my bum bag was like just in between the car door and the seat, so yeah, luckily it was there. I was like, that'll be my warning. And then when I was trying to find this camera, I was like, where have I put it, where have I put it? And it was in my backpack. So yeah, I'm still learning to be more careful with my things. After Kate picked me up from the airport, me and her had a week in Canggu, so it was just me and her. We went out a lot. We went to Luigi's on the Monday night. Wednesday we like skipped over Tuesday because I was very hungover. I think we went to Echo Beach and sat and watched the sunset. I've realised that there's a lot of cloud in Canggu, and like the sunsets, they kind of, when they get to the horizon, there's a lot of cloud beneath. All that's like just been the experience from all the sunsets that I've seen so far. Wednesday we went out again. We went to, I think we went to La Brisa on the Wednesday, and that was where I realised I'm going to be spending more money than I think, because La Brisa was, I think we paid £30 for 2 drinks or 3 drinks and some food to share. I realised it's not going to be as cheap as Thailand and Vietnam. But then when Friday came, I spent a lot at Finn's. And Saturday we went to Mississippi, which was in Seminyak, a bit further away. Again, me and Katie both spent like at least £50 on those nights. And as a backpacker, like, yeah, it's over £50. It's between £50 and £100 per night. We also have been to like a few different clubs. We went to Old Man's. We went to the Lawn was really nice. I liked that place, on the beach with like the pool and stuff. There's just so many places to go in Canggu, and I feel like I was lucky to experience so many of those. And if I had been on a proper budget, then I wouldn't have been able to go to like La Brisa, Finn's. I went to Finn's twice actually. So when the others arrived on Saturday night, Katie and I were already out in Mississippi, and then Sunday we went to Finn's again because the other guys wanted to go. And when I got there, in the morning I was being sick. I was literally throwing up from my hangover, so I couldn't drink that day. And then that night, I just kind of had a chilled one, went to bed, ready for the week ahead. But little did I know I would be getting, I'm not sure if it's Bali belly because I haven't had too much pain, but yes, I've had a bit of an upset stomach. And yesterday I didn't think I was going to make it to Nusa Penida, so the others got on their ferry. Sorry, they got on a taxi to go to the ferry, and I was on the toilet and I was like, I'm stuck here, like I can't go. So I ended up making it, and I got myself a taxi with our bags and things. So I finally made it here. But also, since having a bit of a sore stomach, my throat today is pretty sore. I don't know if it's from the aircon or Jess. I'm sharing a bed with Jess in this villa, and the others have their own room. So it's like a 4-bedroom. It's not really a villa, it's like, I don't know, there's rooms and then we've got a pool area, but we don't have like a dining and kitchen area. So yeah, we're having to eat out all the time, and I do kind of miss cooking and eating like food from back home, but to be honest, I've been having like 2 meals a day. Anyway, that's a recap of what's been going on. Canggu in general felt very different to Nusa Penida. We got here and Nusa Penida, like everything seems to be like cash. And today we are renting scooters, so we're gonna drive about the island and go for a bit of a sightseeing day. I don't know the names of the places, so I'll let you know when I get there, but yeah, there's like a famous place that like there's just viewpoints in Nusa Penida, I think. The ferry over here yesterday was it was actually okay. I heard bad things about the ferries, so I was a bit worried. It went quite quick, it was quite choppy, but it could have been worse, and it was only like less than an hour or something. It was kind of funny like watching them put all the bags onto the island. Somebody told us that like 2 ferries a month sink in Bali, so we were a bit worried about that as well. We are structuring our Bali trip by doing like a party place, then a chill place, then a party place, then a chill place. So we did the partying in Canggu, now we're in Nusa Penida having a chill, then next will be Gili, where we are for 4 nights or maybe 5. So I'm looking forward to the snorkeling and stuff in Gili and the water and the beaches, because the beaches in Canggu, they weren't that great. It's not really known for its beaches. But yeah, Gili is going to be like partying. They've got a boat party for the hostel. We're staying at my mate's. So come along and see what my first time in Bali is like. My friends are going to introduce themselves. This is who I'm travelling with.
Hi.
Name?
Oh. I'm Callie. Jamie.
I'm Jamie.
You've been on the channel before.
I'm Jamie and I'm a regular here.
I don't want to go. I don't want to be on it like this. I'm Jess and I'm sick.
Lydia's been on the vlog before too.
I'd like to be on the vlog in a less sweat. Can we do it tonight?
No, I always look like shit. You're not allowed.
Organic.
Lydia and Callie are friends from Manchester, from working as a host, I think, hosting. Yeah. And then Jamie and Lydia know each other from uni. Jess, me and Jamie, friends from so loud. Our friends from home, that's who I'm travelling with. We didn't actually get scooters in the end. We kind of chickened out, so we got ourselves a private driver to take us around the different spots on the island, stopped for lunch somewhere cute like this, and then found ourselves being tourists for the day. First stop on our little road trip for the day is King Beach. It's pretty busy around here. I guess it might be quite touristy.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this place.
King.
To be fair, I've not really done any research on Nusa Penida, so go check it out. So bloody touristy. This was such a change for me, being around so many people while sightseeing versus my trip to Western Australia where we literally had the beaches to ourselves. It was places like this that made me realise I much prefer going to places that are more hidden or remote or just not as well known about. Our driver then took us to a place called Broken Beach. You couldn't actually climb down onto the rocks or go in the sea, so the only other place that we were able to dip our toes in the water was Crystal Bay, and we spent about an hour driving from place to place. So Nusa Penida is bigger than you think for being just an island. While we were driving through the villages, there were kids on their way home from school, and often they would be riding the bike. They must have been about 10 years old, maybe even younger, and they were handed a motorbike to drive themselves home from school, which was crazy to see. But we saw this lovely sunset at Crystal Bay, and it was just gorgeous, and a moment of appreciation for being able to be where we were. Next morning we had to get up bright and early to get our ferry over to Gili Trawangan. Again, this ferry wasn't too bad based on what I'd heard, but the ferry was actually jokes. They were playing loud music and we sat on the top deck and had a laugh and a beer with everyone else around us and the skippers and the crew, and then arriving into Gili Trawangan was just wow. We couldn't wait to get on that beach and enjoy ourselves there.
Kick. Just as you started filming.
Jess will be coughing in the background of all of this, and I can do nothing about it, and she's also given me her illness. We've just arrived in Gili Trawangan at my mate's place, and it's perfect. We literally have 2 pillows each.
So cool.
They're like single beds, and there's 3 of us in this room. We're together, so it's not even like a hostel room, it's like a private room. And I swear it wasn't even like that expensive.
I can't remember.
We got free beer on arrival as well. And just arriving off the boat was gorgeous. Like Katie and other people who'd been on the boats and ferries had warned us, but they weren't even bad. Like
so fun.
They were blasting music, getting us hyped, and if we'd been hungover that would have been like hell, but we were all kind of pumped to get here.
Got to see the pool.
And I didn't know this, but they don't have any transport apart from bicycles on this island, or sadly horses and carriages. But isn't this lush?
So nice.
Ah.
It's exactly like the one I stayed at last time. M-Box. It was like me and like shapely beds.
So yeah, come along for the next section for Gili Trawangan. Okay, I lied. There are some scooters on the island. No, they're not proper ones. So day 1, the day we arrived, we just checked in. Now we're going to some beach bar for some food. Then tonight we were looking at the thing for the hostel, and they're going to a jungle bar where they seem to go every night. So we'll probably go out tonight, do the shroom shakes tomorrow. Probably go out every night to be honest, and then the boat party's on Saturday. So yeah, we'll go back in a bit and get ready for the night out. Bloody gorgeous. Beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous.
And only 150 calories.
Oh my god. I wasn't too impressed with Jungle Bar, where everyone from the hostel and my friends went, so I left to get a pizza and found myself sat on this cute swing waiting for it to be delivered to me. And then had an early night and went home, but the next day I still felt like shit. Day 2 on Gili Trawangan. I know I haven't explained much about the destination or where it is. So Gili T is one of 3 Gili islands. You've got Gili Air and Gili Mino. We're not actually going to the other 2 islands on this trip. We're just doing Gili T, and I think we're extending, so I'll have an extra night here. I have bags under my eyes because I don't know, I need to stop drinking. I really want to be able to stop drinking, but that's what everybody's doing. I feel like I need to do these shroom shakes today and just see how I feel. There's supposed to be a full moon party tonight, so we may go to that. But I just really feel like I need to, I'm trying to upload a vlog, and I'm thinking I just need to do the things that make me feel like me, like vlogging, editing, uploading my vlog because I'm late on it because of the Wi-Fi and everything. And I know that when I go to Thailand on the 11th of October and I do Muay Thai, like I will be exercising and I'll feel like myself because of that as well. But I do need to do some sort of workout or something because I just don't feel good. But yeah, that's the one reflection of this holiday. It's just hard to, when you're traveling with friends especially, and trying to like go along with other people's plans, it's quite hard to find the time to do this sort of stuff. Whereas when I was solo traveling, or when I was traveling with James, he was very much involved in it and would be often the prompt for like the vlog as well. So yeah, I find it quite difficult, but I'm trying. I just want to remember where I went and how beautiful these places are, and show you what it's like to come to Bali for the first time, and just keep you updated on my life if you're interested to know.
These were the scenes as we had our experience. Sat around with cute bean bags, and then we had a walk back to the hostel because everything was walking distance on Gili T, and everything just looked so stunning. Even though it already does, when you're on that level it looks even more beautiful, which is crazy to comprehend.
We are back from our shroomy experience. I took some videos of our surroundings and the setting, but we can't really describe how it felt or what it was like or what we learned. I think that'll just come through our actions, and hopefully our actions and decisions will be better because of the shrooms, and usually they lead us to the right place. We believe that. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't record it because I think at one point I was like crying, and other points we just a bit crazy. Probably wasn't even making any sense, but yeah, it was a good fun experience, and I would say everybody on this planet should experience that at the little shack we were sat at on the beanbags. Don't miss it. I want to do that like once a year. But yeah, right now we are just going out for some dinner, and then we're going to assess whether we go to the full moon party later, because people say it's on the other side of the island, and like getting there's fine, but then getting back you have to walk 40 minutes, so it's going to be tricky and we don't want to be stuck. So don't know whether we'll go or not, but we'll just see. I think Jess is staying in, so I might stay in. I don't think I can handle anything else other than this.
You know when things are made like purposely look disgusting?
It's so nice.
There's like cobwebs.
I don't think I need food.
You do. You haven't been eating all day.
Very garlicky.
Tell them why you're doing it.
Really nice.
The doctor.
You're like making this drink for you. Go on.
The doctor says she can only drink lukewarm water.
you know what we said?
You're only allowed water that's warm or hot tea.
So we have
I mean, that can't be.
and it's great when you're trying to cool down in 37
So true, you must be struggling.
Deep in the tea.
We just went for food, but now we're heading back, me and Jess. And don't think we're going to go out tonight. The others are though. But yeah, just walking around feels really safe. It's like ruins. There's like all this land that people aren't doing anything with. It's sort of just dumped or abandoned, but it almost feels like part of the place. And it has loads of, it just has lots of character. And like streets like that's gorgeous. Oh, that looks so nice as well. This here looks like me when I was diving. Like someone's done a painting of me. Crying. Looking down. Oh, the sky. Hello, it's middle of our stay in Gili, and today we've got the boat party here, so be a day of drinking, and I've heard that some people don't actually make it for a night out, so we'll just see how this goes. I didn't go out last night, so I'm feeling pretty fresh. I'm gonna get on the bintangs and frozen cocktails now, and yeah, hopefully have a good day, and I'll update you later on how the boat party was. I attempted to go out, but Jungle Bar just wasn't doing it for me, so went to Gili Fit Gym the next day, then had a good time in the evening. We went to watch the stunning sunset on Sunset Beach. It's our last night in Gili, and we're renting bags. We rented some yesterday actually and went to watch the sunset. I look really weird with no mascara on. And
I was just
renting them.
Who's Ariana? Oh, I love that for me.
And we're gonna go to Pink Coco Gili where they've got like fire dancers and stuff, and there's really like good view of the sunset and over the mountains. Such a good spot to reflect on our first week together. We only had 1 week left travelling together after this, and the others had also travelled Thailand together, but I had all this to look forward to. Gili is such a gorgeous place for the sunset, and it's full of places like this, which makes it really romantic actually, and if I ever come back here again, I'd love to do it as a couple and just cycle about the island and soak it all up. We're jumping from location to location at this point. We're now checking out of my mates in Gili. Stayed here 5 nights and I'm ready to move on. But mainly because the nights out were a bit crap and I didn't actually go. Yeah, I know. I was saying to Jess, like, why do we go out to the hostel every night? Because if we'd have gone out and like gone for drinks on the front, then gone to like the pool bar and the karaoke bar and like had our own night, it would have been really fun.
Yeah.
But like everyone just dispersed and like people went home with people and like, yeah, pulled. Or like,
I feel like when you go in the hostel though, it's just like a guaranteed like horde of people, isn't it? Like,
we didn't need that, yeah. So that's my verdict on Gili and nightlife. I thought it was going to be different, but it's just kind of like an island, so it's quite small I guess, but we had fun. I liked the days, really loved what we did, the shrooms. And now we're on to Ubud next, so let's see what this ferry journey is like. It's like 2.5 hours. I'm not looking forward to it. But yes, let's go check out Ubud. And this was the ferry that they all talk about. So having experienced this next ferry, it's safe to say that I can get seasick. It wasn't great and it was like a 2.5 hour journey, but we made it over to Ubud, so join us next time in the next video where we explore Ubud. We had only 2 days in Ubud, so we spent that going to the monkey forest. We went to climb Mount Batur, which was genuinely one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, but we made it. And as we were on mainland Bali, we went to explore Uluwatu for the day, Jess and I did. Saw a really nice sunset and some gorgeous, gorgeous places. We also watched a kakak dance, and then we went to Seminyak for the night before ending our trip sat on the beanbags and saying goodbye to Jamie before Jess and I headed on to Thailand.